Welcome to Slightly Biased Sports. Bumped the fucking microphone right out of the gate. Tried to rub my nose. I ticked it. Didn't count. Ticked it.
That's Dakota. This is Tyler.
Bingo.
He also decided to, perfect timing, try to take a drink. I was very concerned.
I was 7 seconds in.
Very
I had
concerned.
11 more seconds.
He picked up the McDonald's sweet tea again. And I thought, why would you risk it again? Why? And then Karma came around and he bumped the microphone.
I ticked it.
He's still out. So.
It's somebody's birthday. Is it my birthday?
Whose birthday is it?
Is it my birthday today?
No.
Oh, was it your birthday?
That was yesterday.
Right, but we're
yes.
Post episode.
Oh, for sure, yes.
Yes, so shout out.
Appreciate
Tyler,
you.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate you.
Shout out Arkansas basketball.
And shout out to all you fucking listeners out there.
Shout out
giving
to
us
the
fucking
listeners.
love. We appreciate the fuck out of y'all.
You're a Missouri fan.
If you're a Missouri fan, hi.
Fuck you. And next week, appreciate you again.
Because we're on your ass this week. Drinkwitz has wrote too many checks.
Oh, he's back.
It's time to see if they're going to actually go through or bounce.
Well, he's backpedaled.
Oh, has he?
Oh, yeah, we'll get into that.
Oh, that's interesting. I have not known that.
Bag.
Yeah, well, that piece fuck's got something coming for him today.
He hedged.
Oh, there we go. That's very good. Well, let's see if you hedge after you get your ass kicked. So
it better be. You know what? We're getting ahead of ourselves.
We got Arkansas Basketball Hall of Fame Classics recap.
Mm-hmm. Definitely knew that was a thing before it happened.
We absolutely knew about it. That's why we tuned in.
It's a prestigious trophy. It was a nice trophy.
It was.
It was a good-looking trophy.
It was.
Way better than Battle Line Rivalry.
Oh, yeah. That's garbage.
We're going to get it, though.
We are going to get it, but we...
I don't want it, but we're going to have it. I want it, but it doesn't mean anything. There we go.
How hard of a flex was it when Bumper Pool was going on to that interview and he was waxing the fucking boot while they like, hey, Bumper, what are you doing? And he's just sitting back there shining a trophy up.
That motherfucker, they better get it shiny because that motherfucker may be there for a while.
Who? Oh, yeah, the boot.
I don't know that it's going anywhere anytime soon.
No, I don't think so. So we got Arkansas basketball to precap.
Mm-hmm.
No, to recap.
Yes.
Dakota's got some MLB stuff going on. Cardinals making some moves.
Minimal.
Our Cardinals, of course. Then we got precaps for Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And
recaps from Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday recaps, of course. Sunday recaps. But we'll kick it off with Lil Woo Pig basketball. Tyler has to eat crow.
You do. I was hoping we would get this early.
We absolutely have to eat crow.
What
the fuck happened? All of a sudden, Connor Vanover is decent.
That's not what I meant. I was talking about Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams.
I have no crow to eat. He gets 6 points a game.
That's what I said last time we brought this up. Is I don't need him to score a bunch of fucking points.
Now he does do the dirty work that I enjoy.
He does the most to impact the game without scoring.
Without it, I have no quarrels with Jalen Williams no more.
That's what I said. I just need him to be Draymond Green.
He makes nice passes. He's very Draymond Green.
Yes,
except not as great on the defensive end. But
that motherfucker can take a charge though.
He can take a charge. He can pass very nicely. He is sort of like the cutoff man to the outfield when it comes to the half-court set. We struggle a little bit in the half-court set. I got to say that. I'm very upset with that. But he's a very good like cutoff man. They'll kick it to him on the elbow when they're fucking in a double team or in a bad situation or he picked up his dribble. Jalen will pop over.
Kick it right back.
Oh, yeah. Jalen will kick over the fucking elbow and he'll Jackie Moon that bitch and just, all right, down low, back at you. All right, bring it back. All right, back at you. It's nice. It keeps the defense honest, as they say. Because he is very capable of just turning around and finding the open player.
Mm-hmm.
Also very capable of just giving it right back to the point guard. All right, you do you. I'll set a pick for you. Take off. I love it. But Connor Vanover
is semi-useful.
I won't say great or good,
nope.
But it seems it's just like you texted me in the game. Dakota texted me and said, Conover looks much improved. Not good, but improved.
They kept calling him Conover. What do they call? They called him Conover. They called him.
Well, they also talked shit about likes and said that he needs to find his open players.
And he does frustrate me at times. Like very, very Madden-esque.
Oh, he's got some fucking dribbles though.
He absolutely does, and he's very fucking fast.
Yes.
But the only thing I did agree with and this was the Kansas State game, was when he was talking about like late in the game. Now, granted, he was fucking ice water. with those free throws.
Right.
They're like, oh, he's
10 for 10.
He's 77%. Yeah, but he's 100% tonight. But if you have 3 people on you, there are people wide open.
Correct. But
don't force it.
We can't fucking hit the open shots. So
well, and if you force that pass and turn it over, now you're a jackass. So like I get it. And as long as he keeps nailing free throws, I don't give a fuck what he does, to be honest with you.
What did Connor have in those games? I know there was a game where he had like 19. He led the team in scoring one game.
It's a little startling, and to be honest, very inopportune time for him to get useful because we have enough good people that some of my former favorite players are dropping down the list a little bit. Not necessarily any fault of their own.
Where the fuck is KK?
Tony is number 1.
Audie Tony is number 1.
That
Correct.
motherfucker.
The biggest impact transfer so far, no question, and I'm willing to bet it's going to keep going. The dude hustlers.
Filled right in for Smith.
Oh, absolutely. Now, he's no Justin Smith.
Not yet.
Nobody will give you those highlight windmills like Justin Smith will.
No, but being
Audie's,
in the right place at the right time
absolutely.
is fucking always him.
Yes. He's hustling all over the place. He's somehow always getting the offensive rebound.
Betwixt 2 7-footers.
Yes. And he's always getting the contested finishes around the rim. Every single time.
And the only thing they kept giving Arkansas, matter of fact, he was the only person on Arkansas's team that they consistently gave credit to because you can't argue it. Nope. It's like, well, he got that rebound because he just wanted it more, and he absolutely fucking did.
Yes.
Now, Note's steal at the end of that game was fucking nice.
Yes.
Note also hit a 3 that kept the streak alive.
Well, that's rare.
Yeah, well, it is, and it's frustrating as fuck.
What the fuck? He'll go from putting 35 points on you, and now granted, it was very inefficient. That game, that I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, but he's never been terribly efficient.
No, it's like you used to say. He's very streaky, but boy, when he gets hot.
Don't let him get hot, because when he does, and when he's not, he'll just keep trying to get hot. Like, that motherfucker, if he makes one, heat check.
Fast break, 1-on-4, he's pulling from top of the key. You bet.
But
just fucking send it.
Thank God he fucking sunk one, because it kept the streak alive. We're up to like 1,000. We haven't had a game without a 3 since '89.
Well, that'd be pretty pathetic if you couldn't get 1 3 in a game.
There's like 2 teams above us. That's it.
Yikes.
It's not a common, like, and the last time we didn't hit a 3 is because we went 0 for 2 in '89. Like, we shot 2 threes in the game, missed them both.
I am all about. Boy, I just drew a little blank. I am all about Note.
Mm-hmm.
I like him coming off the bench even better. Just to give you a little spark off the bench. Love that.
The problem is when you take him off the bench, it's hard to pull him out.
I have some bad things to say about one player that was at one time our favorite. What the fuck happened to Devo Davis?
I don't know how he fits into this offense. Like, his production last year seemed to be like, hey, get out there and find us something. We got to have something right here. And he would just go in and make shit happen. And and now their half-court offense has been fucking,
it's been bad.
Like, make me want to drive nails into my eyeballs.
The half-court offense has been bad.
But it seems more methodical to the point that his like, go figure it out isn't.
You know who that's going to be next year. Nick Smith. Hey, find us something, please, God. Okay,
Anthony
you got
Black's coming. Like, I'm feeling more and more
saying
confident.
He's more and more leaning towards Oklahoma State. But we'll see.
Hey, I think not. But we'll see.
Well, Walsh is going to be fucking fantastic down low. Nick Smith's going to be able to find a bucket.
There's going to be some fucking highlights next year. And I can't wait.
Oh, yeah. But yes, Audis Tony is my favorite.
Now, did it start to creep into my mind the fact that we're, before Christmas and we're having close games? Yeah. But
yes, absolutely.
Do you gain way more from it going through close games? And Cincinnati just blew the fucking doors off of a team that was ranked higher than us the night before. Beat them by 20.
Yes.
Illinois? Was it Illinois?
Illinois 14.
Okay, so
but they are ranked higher
a ranked
than us.
team,
You're
and
right.
they got fucking shit stomped by Cincinnati. And I do think Cincinnati will, like, when Cincinnati, because of that game, when Cincinnati comes up on the bracket, I'll have them going further than I would have had they not played that game. Like, they looked like a complete fucking team. They look good.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a good game. It did feel very March Madness. What happened with the Auburn game, by the way? That went to double overtime today.
I don't know.
Auburn and UConn went to double overtime when I left work. Anyway, there's a lot of fucking...
College basketball has now become my NBA. I don't watch NBA anymore, mostly, unless Curry's on. And NCAA is getting all my attention.
It's a lot easier to do that when Arkansas is a force.
Correct. But I totally agree with the sentiment that Audis Tony is that dude.
Absolutely.
I love him.
Absolutely.
Who's our next game?
We only have three more games not at Bud Walton this year. And I say this calendar year. Like we play the OU and somebody else in Tulsa.
Yeah, we'll use the Bach.
And then we have somebody in Little Rock, which is a fucking home game. Like that game was in Kansas City, and the fucking Hog fans in there were outrageous. Like it was all they were fucking calling
the announcers
the
were the only people in the building who knew less about the players than anyone else. They
Did you see the clip?
What?
I know you did. Where they're like, "There's Chris Likes right there," and it was not Chris Likes. It wasn't. I don't even know if it was a fucking player. It was somebody wearing Arkansas stuff. Somebody said, "How do you confuse Chris Likes for the Weekend?" Because it did look like the Weekend, the guy they had in the jacket. But they were just fucking saying shit. They kept calling Connor Vanover Conover. They got Chris Likes completely fucking right. Like, if anybody, you should know what Chris Likes looks like. He's the one that when you pan the camera,
than everyone.
You can't fucking see him. Like, I pause the TV every time he pops up right next to Vanover because it's absurd.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense how both of these people play the same sport effectively.
Yes, it's the Muggsy Bogues with, I can't remember that other center, but might have been Bobo's dad. I don't know, but Muggsy Bogues standing next to a 7-footer was hilarious too. This is the same thing.
Yeah. But I do. Like, I feel very good about this team. I still have championship aspirations. Gonzaga looks very good, but they always do. They always do.
Well, they did beat the fucking piss out of UCLA last night.
They absolutely did.
The number 2 team in college basketball, so.
Manhandled them.
Yes. And that was with Chet Holmgren's Conover Vanover build doing pretty much nothing. He had 14 points. I mean,
Chet's a good name.
It is. I mean, I would never name my son Chet.
I wouldn't either, but it's a good sports name.
Makes me think of Chet You Betcha. Was that Free Little Appearance?
Yeah. Great show.
It was a great show.
Speaking of shows, Wade is all the way on to Lion King, so we have moved on from Vertiman for the time being.
That's good. That's good.
Not relevant whatsoever, but we still might shows. Maybe
those y'all kids, you understand.
Yeah, anytime you shift away from that one you've watched about 40 billion times, it's a win. Now, will I get tired of Lion King quicker than Ferdinand? Probably, but we'll see how it goes. Arkansas basketball, I mean, my expectation is not changed. Like I said, it has some close games.
Going to happen at the Hall of Fame
It's going to happen at the Hall of Fame Classic.
It's just going to happen.
It's the best of the best. End up there. I loved at the Cincinnati game when they kept referencing the semifinal. Kansas State. It's the first fucking game.
Yeah.
Like, it's a semifinal. There's 4 goddamn teams. Just chill out. College basketball. This is the earliest I've been this invested into college basketball in a very long time. I will say that.
Well, it's because it's the first time you've been this invested in college basketball without Michael Qualls being involved.
That's
because that was about all the reason we watched it before.
And that started with SportsCenter, to be honest with you. Like the top 10. He just kept being on. It's like, son of a bitch, that's fucking Arkansas. This guy's good. Let's check it out.
We should probably keep watching.
Turns out Bobby Portis is also there.
Yep.
Worked out a little better for him.
Yes, it did. I think had Qualls not gotten torn his knee.
And he got drafted to the Thunder. That's what fucking sucked.
Yeah, if he hadn't tore his knee at the fucking workouts or whatever, I think he would have been fine. It looks like he's doing pretty good for himself. You can look at his social media, and he's riding around in the Benz and getting his daughter a fucking car. Like he's dressed nice. He looks like he's doing right.
You see all these players in college that are not freakishly athletic, that just linger around the fucking NBA for a while and then they fall off. The fact that he never got there with his athletic ability is just shit situation.
Yes.
Like, it was just shit timing. Because he could have faked the shit until he figured it out with the amount of athleticism that he had. He was a freak.
Yeah, he was.
But that's Arkansas basketball. Which, I mean, that's college basketball. College basketball is going to be Arkansas basketball on this show for quite some time until we get close to the tournament. Then it'll get a little more serious. That was abrupt. I did not turn that down.
No, there was usually a slow build up into it.
Yeah, it's on the holidays. Arkansas basketball is going good. I'm a little excited.
Also, Tyler was right on all of the gentlemen's bets, so I get to cash out.
Not all of them.
For what it's worth. Yes, I was.
No, you were not. We'll go back through them.
Oh, no, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is my third. And they damn near did it.
Fucking told you. I got news on that front.
So we recapping Sunday?
We'll recap Sunday.
Let's recap Sunday. Those of y'all NFL fans, grab your popcorn, go get some tea, sit down and kick it back with us on this one.
UConn won 115 to 109.
That's an NBA score, and it took 17 overtimes to do it.
It took 2 overtimes, and Auburn losing is always good.
So, Chiefs are back. Just go ahead and say it. I said if they beat Dallas, They're all the way back. I'll start on Sunday Night Football and talk about the Chiefs, and then we'll go through.
Okay.
When we ran the ball in the first quarter, the Chiefs' offense looked very good. Mm-hmm. Because I'll be damned if they weren't going to single high safeties after we were running the ball so effectively and Mahomes could pass the ball. Travis Kelce pissed me off again. What the fuck are you doing? You're crying about not getting the ball. You get the fucking ball and you bobble it straight up in the air. Are you stupid?
Yes, he's stupid.
I know how much you love the interview. I know how much you love the interview of him after the last game, not the Cowboys game, but before that, the Raiders one, when they were doing an interview with him, and he's like, "I got my swag back,"
yeah.
And I knew whenever you did that shimmy, you were just fucking crawling.
Yeah.
Just
he swagged his ass all over the field, forgetting the fucking football. You have your swagger all you want, you dumb motherfucker. Catch the goddamn ball.
Now, I was clearly what needs to be talked about here.
What pisses me off when Kelce fucks up is that the only thing that is talked about, and it is a respectable thing, like Aaron Rodgers has done it, you've seen Tom Brady do it, Patrick Mahomes is doing it. It's a great trait to be able to have in your mind. Like, to talk about quarterbacks having a short memory, that can go for your play or people you are throwing the ball to. And every time Kelce fucks up, all they say is Mahomes just needs to keep throwing it to him, get him back in rhythm. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Yes.
I don't give a shit what
agree.
Mahomes does. Fucking get on his ass for dropping the goddamn ball all the time.
That's like the fourth game this year he's done that.
Yeah. But he got a swagger back. So I'm surprised it still happened. It's almost like that doesn't fucking matter whatsoever.
Winning, they always say it, winning will make all the mistakes go away. Just win.
But I will hold that motherfucker's feet to the fire. They could win every goddamn game. If he stinks, I'm going to let you know about it.
He hates Travis Kelce.
I do.
I love Travis Kelce. I'm just getting less and less impressed with him. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. His drops. He had 3 drops before the drop that went to a pick. Just in that game. Mm-hmm. Most people, the whole season, have 3 drops. Kelce had it in one game and then spiked one up in the air like a goddamn volleyball set and fucking let the defender catch it.
He may end up with more drops this year than Larry Fitzgerald had in his whole career.
Correct.
Which, obviously, that's fucking extreme. Larry Fitzgerald just does not drop the ball. But
now, Chiefs fans, what needs to be talked about here? I deleted my Twitter, just by the way. It was getting too negative. I was getting too far into the wormholes. It was affecting my moral, my well-being. It was just affecting it. It was just constant negativity. Everybody bitching about something. I started liking too many political figures on my Twitter, and it was just making me fucking, I don't know. It was making me go nuts. So I had to get rid of my Twitter. Had to do it. I feel much better.
Now you'll just get the information 45 minutes after it happens from ESPN.
No, I'll just have you'll just screenshot it and send it.
That's true. Okay, I can do that.
But what needs to be talked about is I believe, Spags must have a Twitter because it is very clear he has listened to exactly what the fuck everyone has been saying. Because holy shit, over the past 4 weeks, we have the number 3 defense in the NFL. It's almost like you play Dan less and good things happen. Now I'm getting real fucking pissed off. He keeps putting him in late game situations and playing him again. And you'll anybody watching Chiefs game, I'll tell you exactly how you'll know who it is if you can't see their number. If you see someone stand at the line of scrimmage that looks like they're about to blitz, and then all of a sudden he takes off in a 4-2 sprint back all the way back 35 yards away to be in the deep safety, it's Dan Sorensen. It's every fucking play. It drives me nuts. And don't get me started on 56. 56 is so goddamn terrible. But what needs to be talked about is how fucking good this motherfucker has turned it all the way around. It's fucking impressive. Mm-hmm. I am very fucking impressed. Look what we did against the Raiders, 10 points. Dallas, but they didn't have Amari Cooper. I get it. It would have been very different had they had Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb out there. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, it would have. Also, holy fuck, Micah Parsons is good.
He's defensive rookie of the year.
How the fuck do you put a linebacker at defensive end and he still just destroys people?
How do you put a linebacker
like in a 4-3 defensive end
and he destroys other defensive ends who have been doing that their whole life?
I don't get it.
That was called on this show prior to the year starting, that he was defensive rookie of the year.
I don't understand it. How he goes out of position and plays something he hasn't played since high school. And he's just, that's okay. I'm good at this too. I don't understand. He's a freak.
And the top 1% of humans that have played offensive line in their life can't stop him.
Yes.
He's just trying.
Now, granted, he was going against Mike Remmers.
But I mean, all year.
Whoa. But
since he has switched, in the first game he switched, we said he's never going back. Why? Why the fuck would you? You're going to get DeMarcus Lawrence back.
Sacked is what gets you money.
Right. And you're going to get DeMarcus Lawrence back with him.
If you get sacks, you're going to get money.
Yeah. So even if you want him to go back, him and his agents should say, no. We're fucking staying right here.
This is where the big money is. Yeah. Stay there.
After you pay us, we'll go play wherever the fuck you want. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to earn this money. Then you can move me around like a goddamn hot potato.
Yes. The Chiefs defense has turned all the fucking way around. That pick that, was it Snead that had it or was it Ward? I think it was Ward. Right before halftime when he launched it up to Lamb in the corner.
Yeah.
And he landed on top of him and he got concussed. Fucking that pick was sick.
When that happened, that game was over. Not necessarily trying to take away from what the Chiefs did. They looked good, but when that happened, it was the Cowboys' hopes were dead. They, like, I don't know what happened to the Cowboys' run game, and you can say, oh, well, the stats shit, like, I don't care. Their run game is not the force that it was. Like, it's useful when they get the defense to gear up for the pass. Then they can run the ball effectively.
If you have receivers that are dropping 7 passes in the first half like Dallas did against Kansas City,
oh, my God.
You're fucked. You're dead. You are done. Now, granted, Kansas City didn't put up much points to really bury them, but they did enough. I mean, I was disgusted with the offense. I don't fucking get it, but thankfully the defense bailed us out, and you don't hear that very often.
Also, Rick is a mush.
What's that mean?
Rick is a mush when he's in Arrowhead Stadium. He went
there?
with me. Yeah, he went to the Cowboys game. When he was there.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When we went.
Did he go with Shane?
No.
Shane was
Shane
there
went separately. He went with Pete.
That's crazy.
But when we went to the Steelers.
Pistol Pete?
No.
Oh.
Piano Man Pete.
Whoa.
It's his go-to karaoke. It's pretty fucking good.
Okay.
But when we went to the playoff game, when Pittsburgh won and did not score any touchdowns because they kicked 7 field goals, we saw, like, obviously, we saw the team we went to see score no touchdowns.
Right.
You know what happened with Dallas game? They scored no touchdowns.
Yep.
He can never go again.
How pissed you think he was?
Oh, he was fucking, I know he was fucking furious. I texted
Rick,
Kim.
if you're listening, we love you.
And Kim just turned and sent me a picture of him, and he was just sitting there eating fucking peanuts. He was not happy.
And if I can get that Chris Jones all season, holy shit.
Yeah.
3.5 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking 3.5 sacks. 2 tackles for loss, a fumble recovery, and a deflected pass that led to a pick.
Speaking of putting people in the right position, look how that worked out.
It's almost like you're listening to people on Twitter.
Not everybody.
You should have listened to Tyler to begin with. Okay, that's your own fault. You moved him to end, like I said. You shouldn't have done it. That's why I'm not a defensive coordinator. Actually, I'm almost positive I can do better than him. But you shouldn't listen to me.
You would have also made that same mistake.
I would have, but only for like 2 games. Realized it didn't work. Put him back inside.
Yeah.
I have no problem raising my fucking hand. Those of y'all that know me know I will just fucking I will make fun of myself. I will be rabbit myself. I guess be rabbiting is yourself, so you don't have to say yourself. I will be rabbit. I will have the be rabbit approach. You get it. But the Chiefs defense is fantastic. Tyrann Mathieu looked good. Snead is a fucking problem. That motherfucker is good.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Jones, fantastic. And all of a sudden, Frank Clark is a fucking freak. Have you been watching it? It's fucking unbelievable. This motherfucker's in the quarterback's face every fucking play. He led the team in rushes. He had like 4 or 5 quarterback pressures.
This is what I tried to tell you about Bud Dupree. Before Bud Dupree had his last ridiculous year with Pittsburgh, was that he is in the fucking way all the time. Like, he doesn't have any stats to get him paid, and he's pissed off about it, wants to get out so he can get sacks. I get
But
it.
he hadn't been doing it.
But
like last year, nothing.
Jadeveon Clowney's the same way. Like, he doesn't get a lot of sacks, but he is in their fucking face and make them make a hasty decision more often than not. And I don't know how you put a value on that to get these people paid, but they need to be, because it is a vital part of the game.
Well, just don't do like Kansas City and give them $108 million after having one good year.
Yeah, we can't
Don't do that.
You can't do that. That's not. You can't give people the same amount of money for being in their face as taking them down.
No. If now you see some motherfuckers acting like TJ Watt for consecutive years, I will give you all my money.
Yeah, but I mean, again,
Frank Clark one time, no.
if you have TJ Watt coming off one side and you have another person in Bud Dupree who's already in your face, you can bet TJ Watt's about to be off that fucking block. You better get rid of the ball. So there's definitely value to it. I don't know how you justify it, how you monetize it.
Snead's gonna get paid. paid.
That's going to be the problem.
Yes.
You're going to have to maintain this level of success in the draft, or you're fucked.
Fenton has looked good
Because
South Carolina.
Say you draft 2 good defenders.
Shout out Gamecocks.
In every draft, which is a tall order. You're going to have to pay one of them every time, and eventually you're going to have to cut people who are still effective because of their salary cap, or you're going to have to continue to draft studs.
You're gonna have to do what New England does, and they just don't pay anybody and draft everyone, and they're fucking fantastic.
Well, they paid a
Now
bunch
they
of
did pay a bunch of people this time. That Matthew Judon clearly has panned out.
Yeah.
He is a fucking freak. Seeing those red sleeves is sick, by the way. The red, I don't know. I'm always like, where the fuck is you? There's the sleeves. There he is. He's a freak. Yeah. I am very impressed with Kansas City's defense, the adjustments. Still unhappy with how much Dan's playing, but I don't care if it's the dime package. There is someone better than him. I'm just telling you right now.
He's a fan favorite.
Now that motherfucker, like I have said before, is jacked. I have watched the post game things in the locker room when Andy Reid comes in there and it's how about those and he does whatever. I'm not going to do it because it's stupid. I'm not an advocate for during the fucking national anthem you say home of the Chiefs. I don't fucking fall for it. No, that's stupid. No, it's home of the fucking Brave, not home of the Chiefs. That shit is corny as fuck.
People love it.
Now I've seen the interview things with him in the locker room. Dan, whoa.
Yeah,
fucking top heavy mic, boys.
It ain't just me today.
Dan is always in only a towel.
Yeah.
And freaky. That motherfucker is swollen.
You know who else was deceptively large?
I'm not talking about penises. But I'm talking about his fit physique. He is he is shredded.
Ryan Switzer. Remember that little turd?
Yes.
For Pittsburgh? He was jacked. He's also terrible at football.
I'm starting to see a trend.
There's a trend. You can't be jacked
Unless
and
you're Myles
good at
Garrett.
football. Right.
Unless you're fucking Myles Garrett. He's a freak. But I'm very impressed with Kansas City's defense. It has been fucking phenomenal. They still need to run the fucking ball more. I don't understand. When they were running the ball heavy with Darrell Williams, good things happened.
Mm-hmm.
Clyde the Glide was gliding. Tell me he wasn't gliding. 5.1 per carry in that game.
Occasionally,
He was gliding.
He does.
He was gliding in that game. First game back, and the glide was gliding.
When you're
now they get a bye.
throwing the ball successfully.
Well, if you're running the fucking ball, you're going to be able to throw it easy. No problem.
Well, no, that's not what
But when you come out in the second half and you stop running the ball.
Is you're not going to open up the pass by him running. Like he has to be the second thought in
you have to open up
mind.
the run from the pass, yes.
Right.
I get it.
It's for him specifically. When you had Kareem Hunt, you could have. You can open up the pass with him running the ball.
Think about it every day. I know. Also think of Jonathan Taylor being a chief.
Fucking freak.
And boy, what were we doing there? How about Swift?
Fucking freak.
How about Swift? He's over there fucking carving up the goddamn Browns, almost leading him to a victory by himself. Did you see that run? He had that 60-yarder? Dear God. I've never seen Clyde take a 60-yarder house call. Ever.
Has he ever been 60 yards?
I don't think so. But I'm very impressed. We saw Josh Gordon getting a little bit more involved. He did have an early on drop. I was pissed. Ready to cut him. But I got to chill. He's getting back in the game. I am believing Reed whenever he keeps saying Gordon's almost back in game shape. He's playing back into it. I'm starting to believe it. Mecole Hardman needs to be cut.
Well,
he had another fucking drop again.
When Odell gets up on the playbook with the Chiefs playbook, then Mecole Hardman will be out. Oh, he didn't go to
You're
the
a piece
Chiefs.
of fuck. You're a true piece of fuck.
Thought we were locking that in.
Tyreek Hill is still Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce stinks.
I'm not gonna. I mean, it's obviously a little hyperbolic, but I'm not gonna discredit it whatsoever. I'm all for it. Fuck him. He stinks.
We got a bye week this week. Get everybody right. It's a get everybody right again.
That did fuck my fantasy team. So
you know it didn't fuck.
Not real sure what I'm gonna do
fantasy
there.
team. Well, it was supposed to be our fantasy team, and he's bailed.
I didn't.
It was ours. It was a joint team. It was a joint team and slightly biased, and he didn't know that when we started, and now he just doesn't try. He don't even help me.
Well, you sent me an invitation to it, so it made me create a team.
You're part of the. You have commissioning.
That doesn't let me do shit.
Well,
all we did was talk while we drafted.
We're talking about the slightly biased fantasy team. Which,
yeah, like the draft was both people input. Like we did that. We drafted.
Well, it's because Dakota got a team in there. And now it's just like, okay, well, I guess I'll run this team. Dakota runs that team. But of course, we're both pretty much the top teams in the league now.
Which I did not. Obviously, if you look at my team, sacrifice picks for the sake of the slightly biased team. We did talk about it.
We did. But it was going to be a little bit of
for fairness
insider
sake,
trading.
There was no collusion that was been had because I specifically took people that I knew he wanted.
Also, Travis, if you're listening, you should be. If you are, fix your fucking lineup. I'm tired of fucking changing it every week. I don't know what you're doing. Your team is good, and you just keep fucking leaving people on the bench and just you're last place for no reason. You have a good team. The man has Swift and another really good player just on his bench. I don't know what he's doing. I don't fucking know. I keep having to go in there and change it. It's stupid. But I brought this up because there's a new number one in the Slightly Biased League, and it's your boy. Dakota's, I think, in like second or third. But y'all clearly ain't paying attention because it's 5 in a row now, bitches. There's no looking back. You're dead. It's over. It's in the rear view. Also, I'm pissed off. You know why? I cannot figure out why, for some reason, first overall doesn't have a bye.
I don't know.
And you can't change it. I already went into the settings. Apparently, you had to do it before the draft. So great. I've been fucking busting my hump trying to get the fucking first over for no reason.
Well, the league that I was fucking wrecking house in when Derrick Henry went down really fucked me. Big time. I still got Naj. I still got James Robinson, who's just fucking limping along.
But he gets you
He
the
does.
12, 13 you need.
But Derrick Henry was getting me 30, 40. So that kind of puts a damper on the situation. They're still in good shape, but
You shouldn't put all your eggs in the King Henry basket.
I didn't. I drafted Derrick Henry at 9th overall because these fucking people drafted with no sense. And then I got Najee, and then I got James Robinson. It was in great shape. And then, the leading
Bad things started happening.
Yeah, it's all bad. But, hey, we're fine. We'll be all right.
Chiefs are good. They look like they may win. I don't know yet, but they look like they might win their fucking division.
Well, they're going to win their division.
Yeah, but no one thought that. We didn't think that 4 weeks ago.
No, that was what the
We didn't
Chargers
think we were
fell
going to
apart.
make the fucking playoffs.
I mean, we have assumed that they were going to figure it out. But we did not expect the Chargers' wheels to fucking fall off.
That is my Chiefs segment. That's all I got. We'll move on from the Chiefs. Let's talk Colts Bills.
I mean, the Colts are fucking red hot.
Boys.
It makes Jonathan Taylor is carrying that fucking team.
And I did go back and listen, and we both said this game is a tricky one. I said, I do not think that spread will hit. It'll be the Colts spread. And I think this one's going to be a little bit tricky here.
Well, the Colts covered.
Right, I know. But it was the Bills by like 13.
I know. But that's what I'm saying. The Colts demolished them.
Yes. And the Colts beat the fucking piss out of the Bills. What the fuck's happened to the Bills?
I think they're still fine. I just think the Colts are fucking red hot right
Well, they
now.
were coming out talking about Mahomes has fucking fallen off and he's a bum. No one is saying anything about Josh Allen being average.
I don't think he's average. I don't think Mahomes
Over the past
was
4 weeks,
average.
he's been average.
That's fine. But
Baker should be cut.
He'll figure it out as well.
Baker stinks. But
Baker's going to get paid.
Jonathan fucking Taylor is a fucking freak.
Yeah, he had 185 yards and 4 touchdowns.
5
Well,
touchdowns.
4 rushing touchdowns.
Right. Yeah, he had 5 total. Yeah. Holy Toledo.
To put it in perspective, how much dominance they had on the ground, Jack Doyle led the team in receiving 30 yards.
Yeah. Carson Wentz had 106 passing yards.
106 yards.
Yeah.
And 1 touchdown to who? Jonathan Taylor.
Correct.
Because he figured, fuck it, he scored all of our points now. Just
Get us another one.
If you get him the ball, he's going to score again. And he did. And they absolutely
And that
crushed
was
the
the
fucking
second
Bills.
round pick.
Jesus. Good thing y'all took Clyde.
Good thing we took Clyde. Yep, there we go. Good thing you asked Mahomes who he wanted and he didn't say the leading rusher in the NCAA. That's fine, though.
When he went to the Colts, too, I was like, what are we doing? They got Marlon Mack.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Makes sense now.
And they were splitting reps all last season.
Yeah.
And now it's all Jonathan
I
Taylor.
had Marlon Mack last season, and it did not end great. And that's why I was hesitant to take Jonathan Taylor this year, because I assumed there was going to be some sort of committee back there, and boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, Bills stink.
They don't
Their
stink.
defense is horrible, too. They had -4 in fantasy.
Well, when you have a fucking one guy that scores 5 touchdowns.
They had the number
against
one
them,
defense in fantasy.
They do, so I don't think they stink.
And we talked about it. I said, should I play them or should I play the Dolphins? And we both said, and you, I would play the Dolphins. I played the Dolphins. Thankfully, they got me 7.
Yeah.
Because I looked down at my bench and looked at the Bills, -4.
Because the Dolphins' defense is red hot, and the Colts' offense is red hot. The Colts are red hot.
They are.
I mean, I don't think they're going to cause any. Well,
They're now 6-5.
I was going to say I don't think they'll cause any problems in the playoffs.
Oh, yes, they will.
There are several teams that do not match up well against them.
Because the Colts defense is pretty good, too.
And Jonathan Taylor is, as long as Jonathan Taylor stays healthy,
Why did you trade him?
because it wasn't doing me any good. Like
It would have.
It wouldn't have, because he was scoring a lot of fucking points, and I kept losing. Like I kept going up against the top fucking point scorer every goddamn week.
Dakota traded Jonathan Taylor away.
I didn't fucking. You would just sit there and go, oh, I got the best guy in fantasy. I'm gonna lose all these fucking games. That doesn't do me any good. I got to do something. And that was the biggest piece I had to get back anything in return. I had no quarterback.
Yeah, now Bowden's team is
I had
stupid good.
No fucking receivers. Well, it was good before.
No.
Like you just traded the same amount of points. The difference is I have the opportunity for 2 people to go off instead of 1 that I know will. And if 2 of them go off, maybe I fucking find a way to win these miraculous games that
How's
everybody's
that been
fucking
going?
having against me. It's better. I've won more games since then than before. Than before I had just Jonathan Taylor. It's not going to do me any good in the long run, but neither would have had. The rest of my team is just fucking, it's a kiss of death. They're fucking dead, all of them.
Colts won 41-15. Josh Allen had 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Dawson Knox has been decent.
Dawson Knox was very good before his injury, and now he's been,
Serviceable.
yeah.
So, Colts, keep your fucking eyes on these boys. Because I think
I just
that was
don't-
not a fluke.
I don't trust Carson Wentz, but that team is not running through Carson Wentz.
I'm about to say, when you don't have to trust Carson Wentz, they'll be fine.
Yeah, until he trusts the left-handed passes in his own end zone.
Ravens, Bears. Gross. They were booing Nagy the whole fucking game.
For a split second, when I saw Lamar was not playing, I was like, oh my God. No, it's the Bears. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you texted me Lamar's not playing, and I was like, oh shit. Who cares?
Yeah, and it almost mattered.
It did almost matter. But
Bears are terrible.
Andy Dalton came in and had a touchdown on a second play.
But we're not going to get into to pre-capping.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. Field stinks.
Tomorrow's games, I mean, it does not look great. But again, like, if the Bears had drafted Mac Jones, I think Mac Jones would be terrible. I think the Bears just fuck up quarterback.
I mean, I could see it. They haven't had a good one since Jay Cutler.
Right, and most people
wouldn't consider him good.
No, but most people are wrong.
They are wrong.
He's a fucking gunslinger.
He made Alshon Jeffrey look like he was good. Turns out he stinks.
Jay Cutler with Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey was a problem.
Correct.
Now
and let's not forget who they had at running back.
Right, now the Bears are dead. For the foreseeable future.
And if you think firing Nagy's going to fix it, it won't.
It's a start.
It is a start.
It's a good start.
It's admitting that you fucked up royally. Because at this point, I would be calling for Nagy's job if I was a fan of the Chicago Bears.
If you just look at the amount of quarterbacks that they've missed out on.
I say at this point, people have been saying it, but I mean, now it's official. You just lost to fucking Tyler Huntley.
Obviously, people go back to the Trubisky, Mahomes, Deshaun Watson draft. But like, the amount of picks that they have missed out on and the people that they have taken that stink is insane. And I always go back to the Browns. Like, you don't just miss this many times.
Right.
You can't bring anybody.
No way one of them didn't pan out.
You just fucking stink at developing players.
Yes. Ravens 16, Bears 13. Don't know what to make of it. Don't know. Who cares?
That team is just, the Ravens team is just like, of all the shit we give Lamar Jackson, that team is just vastly different with him on the field. For obvious reasons. If he's not playing, I don't lend any fucking credence to the outcome of a Ravens game. Because it's just a completely different offense. It's a completely different feel. The defense gives two shits less because if they make a stop with Lamar there, well, he's probably going to score. With Tyler Huntley, we just got to be slightly better than the Bears.
Yes.
Which is exactly what they did.
Correct. Browns, Lions. Browns 13, Lions 10. Speaking of gross, Baker Mayfield stinks.
Yeah, but they're going to pay him.
They have no choice.
Right. Which is good for business.
It is
for everybody else.
Good for business.
I just
they beat the fucking Lions by 3. And the Lions almost came down to beat them.
We tied the Lions.
They had Tim Boyle at quarterback.
We almost had the same production against the Lions with Mason Rudolph that they had with their franchise quarterback.
Correct.
And
and one of the I was about to say one of the most ridiculous rosters in football. How they cap-wise make that work, I am never going to understand.
Same way the Bucs are doing it. Just kicking the fucking can down the road. I don't know.
I don't either. But DeAndre Swift had himself a fucking game.
Yeah, as he usually
He was the only person that looked serviceable at all. I mean, who the fuck is Tim Boyle? And why is he playing football?
That's the guy we're going to see play Andy Dalton on Thanksgiving tomorrow.
No, they said Jared Goff might play.
I don't know if that's better.
Well, he did have like 50 yards against Pittsburgh, so maybe not.
That game is so fucking Thanksgiving, it's not even funny.
But I have DeAndre Swift fantasy, so I'll be watching.
I mean, there's reasons to watch it. It's football, it's Thanksgiving. They're going to watch it, but God bless America.
I may also sip a little Woodford Reserve tomorrow. I might get a little buzz going.
You may have to get through that game. That's going to be fucking
I'm
brutal.
very intrigued to try. I saw when I went to the Red Mule Barn.
Mm-hmm.
Now I had heard from the Macadoodles guy who would not shut up.
Yeah, they do that.
About this different Woodford Reserve. He's like, oh, if you like this one, man, we got a double barrel smoked, blah, blah, blah.
I'm not shitting
and
you.
I saw it at the line, and I saw it, and I was like, oh. And then I saw $64. I thought, I don't like getting drunk that much. I have the same Woodford Reserve bottle in there that I've had for the past 3 months.
I don't have the palate to tell the difference between those bottles.
I'm probably would just be able to tell by my heartburn meter if it's actually this double smoke bullshit.
You need to, I'm not shit. You need to talk to Shane. Like, that's all that motherfucker collects. He does all kinds of fucking research. He got backwards ass deals with different people that work at different liquor stores. He needs this. I'll bring you this if you get this. Like, he knows his shit when it comes to whiskey. You need to talk to that guy. But yeah, you may need it for this fucking Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's gonna be gross. But I'm gonna get to watch Swift, and he'll carry.
As I always do on Thanksgiving, I will root for the Lions. You have to. If you're going to make me watch him every year, I'm going to fucking pull for him.
The rest of the year, I'm going to be rooting for them to get their first win.
I kind of hope not, though. Like, it's always cool to see them never fucking win. That's impressive. It's equally impressive to never win a fucking game.
I mean, they have to take a quarterback, right?
I mean, I don't know what their out is with Jared Goff's contract. I don't know what that looks like.
Oh, God, it's true.
I mean, they're not paying a shit ton of other people, so they could probably afford that cap hit, and you might as well just, if you're going to eat shit, don't nibble it. Just fucking eat it all at once.
Just put the whole turd in there.
Just go ahead and fucking gobble that baby down and move on, because otherwise you're just going to drag it along with shit quarterback play, and you're still going to be paying him his whole contract.
You remember when Kirk and them ate that funnel cake?
Oh, I do. That wasn't a funnel cake. That was a urinal cake.
Urinal cake. Funnel cake. What the?
Very different.
It was a urinal cake.
Took a bite out of urinal. Not just a urinal cake.
It was a random truck
at
stop.
A rest stop.
We were on the way back from the fucking basketball high school track meet. Yes, on our way back from the track meet, and we had dared two individuals to drink their own piss that they had been using in bottles for money.
We being the bus, the whole fucking bus,
and they did it. They drank
it. Started with, what would
piss.
you give me if I do this? So naturally, everybody's like, I got fucking $3.
Yeah.
You get to go around the whole bus.
Oh, I offered them a dip the first time.
fun.
I would give you a dip if you drank it, and they did it, and then it led to money.
It's one of them situations like when you're a kid and you throw something at somebody and you don't expect to hit them, even though you threw it at them, and then as soon as you let it go, you're like, oh fuck, that's gonna hit. That's how I felt. Like,
yes.
What would you give me? I'll give you $1. Oh God, you're gonna do it.
He's doing it.
I take it back. Don't fucking do it.
They literally drank, I swear to God, probably both bottles of pee. And then we got to a random truck stop, and we said, how much for you to pick that urinal cake up?
He instigated it. What if I eat this?
He said he picked up the urinal cake, and it did not have the plastic support system around it. It was just a fucking raw, pink,
half eroded,
disgusting looking urinal cake at a truck stop. And this motherfucker picked it up and said, how much?
We have lost so many people at this point in the episode.
I hope not. I hope everyone is listening to this. This is stories that you just can't fucking believe. Only in Arkansas can you get shit like this.
God.
Those of y'all not from Arkansas, and I also feel like high schools don't get these experiences anymore. It feels like they're just dead zombies now at this point. Like everybody just does what they're told.
Well, you can't do shit like that now because somebody will have it on video and you will be ridiculed for it forever.
Yeah, it's possible that it could go down as a hate crime. I don't know. At this rate,
we did not have the quality cell phones at this point.
No. I still had an antenna that you pulled out.
You had the clacker.
I had a cricket phone, did.
And that motherfucker's buttons were
every time I texted.
That's what it sounded like when you it was absurd.
Now, everybody else, keep in mind, people like Dakota and them had the fancy phones. I was
on my Razor.
But that was fucking fancy for the time.
I had a gunmetal razor.
You did have a gunmetal razor.
That was fucking sweet.
Yes. And the new razors they put out to try to compete with the old ones, gross. Fucking get a grip.
You can't get lighting in the bottle twice.
Just get the exact phone back again and just maybe like update the camera and the screen. Leave it the exact same. I would buy that fucking flip phone right back.
People and everybody can stop putting out flip phones until Apple does it. Ain't nobody can buy them.
That's correct.
As soon as Apple does it, it'd be cool again, which is kind of.
But this motherfucker did indeed pick up the fucking urinal cake.
Took a big old bite out of it,
and he took a bite and chewed it up in his mouth.
Oh God!
He chewed it in his mouth, and we were all disgusted. Now I brought that up for a reason. I just don't know why.
I don't know what the fucking point was. I don't know how we got there. Anyway,
I don't know. We were talking about Jared Goff's contract, and I guess whenever I watch Jared Goff play football, it feels like how it felt whenever I watched Kirk eat a fucking urinal cake. Not a funnel cake, for the record. Urinal.
Not a funnel cake.
That is a piece of history from Dakota and my childhood that we have just shared with y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it because it was fucking awesome.
Speaking of things I highly doubt, the Texans beat the Titans.
Holy shit.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. Tannehill stunk. They cut Adrian Peterson out of the game.
Why even? What did you expect?
I don't know.
To get out of Adrian Peterson?
I don't know. He got another touchdown. That was cool. Not in this game, but like to see him get a touchdown again was cool, I guess. But stop thinking he's going to turn back the fucking hands of time and be himself. He's going to be the same old Adrian Peterson with a chaw in on the sideline. You want me to go in? Okay. He's fucking nothing special. Any undrafted player that's sitting at home right now, you can call up, come in. They will give you more production than he does.
Like I just don't understand.
They just keep thinking, what if?
I know he's like, his body is freakish. Like they're coming back fast from the ACL at the time that ACLs were much more of a big deal than they are now. I get it. But like the amount of times that somebody's needed a number one receiver or any receiver, and like it would be no different than calling Chad Johnson. Nobody expect him to come in and be what he was in his prime. He could still be effective probably, but like you picked him up, played him for 2 games and cut him. For what?
Yeah. Well, it kind of makes as much sense as the Texans signing Philip Lindsay, and now they've cut him. I don't know. Why did you sign him?
That is shocking. I don't understand. I thought that was a big deal when they signed him.
So did I.
Because he was fucking...
And then they signed like 4 others.
Right. Because they had nothing but... It was just all a big experiment. You don't have Deshaun Watson.
You have to play Deshaun Watson.
Nobody's
point, right?
expecting anything from you.
Or they're just tanking.
Do what?
Are they tanking, or do you have to play Deshaun Watson now?
No, they're not going to play him until anything comes out. Well,
they won't until he goes to play. Then they'll actually come out with a ruling.
Well, I guess depending on what the ruling is, but everything they've said now is like they don't have enough information to even put him on the exempt list. So
fucking let him play then.
The Texans aren't going to do it because it doesn't do them any good. Regardless of if he's cleared or not, he's gone. He's not going to continue to play there after this.
He's going to the Broncos then.
So if you bring him out now...
So he's going to the Broncos.
I hope so.
Who they just signed Cortland Sutton to a 4-year deal, which makes no fucking sense, but he did it anyways, willingly. Knowing that Teddy Two Gloves is his quarterback. I don't know. Maybe he has some insider information. Maybe he knows Watson or Rodgers are coming there. All right, fine, I'll sign.
Somebody's definitely coming there because they're not going to just roll with Teddy Bridgewater.
He sucks. He sucks so hard.
Also, the Steelers have come out and said that they are not planning to... They would rather not start over with the quarterback. They want to go after a veteran quarterback, which would probably be...
We already said it.
Teddy Bridgewater.
That would be disgusting. Texans beat the Titans. Don't know what to make of it. Titans just suck. All of a sudden, I don't know. Their offense looked terrible. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know. Tyrod Taylor had a couple rushing touchdowns, I think. Any of you Texans fans out there? I'm sorry you're a Texans fan, but we ain't gonna talk much Texans. Titans fans, we'll probably talk a little bit about y'all, but not today.
It's a sad day.
Texans 22, Titans 13. Now, let's talk about the game that I had the most fun watching. And unless you had Sunday ticket, you didn't get to see it. Vikings-Packers was sick. Vikings-Packers was everything I thought the Cowboys and Chiefs would be.
Why do we have to wait until so far into the season to start flexing games?
I don't know. I saw that come across the board, too.
And say, hey, week 4, these two teams are red hot. People want to see these fucking teams.
Let's go ahead and flex them.
Nobody wants to watch these turds. I get it. You got to give somebody their obligatory TV time.
Ravens-Bears was on TV.
Why? I don't know. It's fucking terrible.
I don't understand. Packers-Vikings should have been on the main screen. That game was fucking awesome. Aaron Rodgers played fucking sick nasty in that game.
The fact that the Vikings won a game because of a field goal is absurd.
It is.
Like when I saw that come up, I was like, oh, they're about to fucking miss this. They're about to blow it again. Because that's what they do. And they did not.
Turns out Justin Jefferson's very fucking good at football.
It turns out he has been.
8 catches, 170 yards, and 2 tutties.
Yeah.
I mean, Kirk Cousins, 24 for 36, 341, 3 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers.
Because he wasn't on TV.
Aaron Rodgers, 22 for 33, 385, and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
A.J. Dillon did not look great.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, he did not look great. And then Scantling had that fucking 75-yard bomb to what looked like in the game, and the Packers win. It was unbelievable. He did the thing again. He did the little flick of the wrist shit, and the ball went 80 fucking yards. It was sick.
80 miles an hour.
Macy looked up and saw it, and she looked over at me, and she was like, he's really good. Oh, yeah, he's very fucking good. I ain't never seen somebody do this little bitty, and that ball goes so goddamn far. I've never fucking seen it in my life. It's fantastic. You're going to
see it in black and gold next year.
Well, we'll see. But he went down. They were tit for tit, Office fans. They were tit for tit for a long time. The last 3 possessions, it was touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Fucking Aaron Rodgers comes out there, there's like a minute and 40-something left, drops back, launches a motherfucking bomb, right in stride to Scantling, who's sprinting, did not miss a beat, and all the way to the fucking house. And I thought, it's over. Kirk Cousins gonna blow this shit.
Nobody thought you left Kirk too much time.
Correct.
But you did.
And then...
You left Justin Jefferson too much time.
Well, it's crazy because Kirk Cousins threw what I thought was the game-losing pick. He threw it, looked like it was intercepted, and went to commercial. I was like, oh, he fucking did it again. It comes back from commercial, and they're still showing the play on the screen. I said, what the fuck? Oh, turns out he dropped the ball whenever he was trying to bobble over for the pick. Drop, incomplete. I said, they're going to win. Oh, God. The Vikings, and then beep, Justin Jefferson all the way fucking down, and I said, okay, it's a field goal, it's a wrap. Oh, my God. The Vikings have won from a field goal. And they have won from Kirk Cousins. And you are 100% right. It was because it was not on TV.
If they'd have flexed that game, Packers win by 40.
Yep. First Cousins would have been back in action. If you just leave him off TV, you'll look up ESPN, look at the score, look at the stats real quick. Damn, he fucking balled out. You put it on TV, 140 yards. I don't understand.
It's
Stage fright.
alarmingly bad.
Yes. Dalvin Cook looked decent. 22 for 88 and a touchdown.
I still think the Packers are the best team in the NFC right now.
I mean, they look good against the Vikings. Their defense is clearly raising some concerns here.
Well, their defense has been very good. In this game, it was not.
It was real bad. It was like super bad.
And I don't know when Jair Alexander's supposed to come back. That'll definitely help.
Yeah, it will, definitely.
But
it's no cause for...
It's a fucking divisional game.
Right.
Shit happens.
The defense was a problem. Other than that, Packers are fine. Mm-hmm. It's not a big deal. They were in Minnesota. Like, it's not a big deal. It's fine. You lost. Impressive for Minnesota, but I'm not thinking of Green Bay any different.
No.
At all. But that game was awesome to watch. Dolphins beat the Jets.
Yeah.
24-17. Dolphins beat the Jets. I don't care.
It's closer than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about the Jets is that they said they were going to play Flacco over Mike White, and then just a little bit ago, Flacco tested positive for COVID. So
they're saying Zach Wilson's playing now.
Oh, now he's healed.
Yeah.
Now he can play. Now that they don't have Mike White to fucking embarrass him, and he has to play, now he's healed.
Well, let Zach Wilson come out there and look terrible. See what happens.
Oh, he will. You can book that.
It turns out that stupid little fucking warm-up shit for the draft when he's just running around with no defense and just throws one good pass. Turns out that doesn't do anything. Doesn't mean a shit. Yeah, but did you see how pretty he looked when he did it? Grow up. Fucking grow up. He is not special. Zach Wilson, I said it before. I'll say it again. He's not good. Again,
what
I
if,
know the situation.
Well, that's what I'm going to say. What if the Patriots had drafted Zach Wilson?
He probably would be good. I don't know.
It's fucking crazy. It doesn't make any sense.
It's because Belichick makes him play in the system and not do fucking fancy stuff. Don't fucking launch the ball unless it's 100% open.
And we're using the Patriots right now, obviously, because Mac Jones' success. But like they're
the blueprint. They are the blueprint for it.
But there are a number of teams that it's like, how can somebody look this fucking bad playing the same sport in the same league against the same people when you have talented people on your roster?
Yes.
And if you flip the team, Deshaun Watson's the outlier in this whole
for sure.
theory, because it doesn't make any fucking sense how he was doing what he was doing with the Texans as the way the team
with
was constructed,
only Will Fuller,
and the fact that their team has shown no hope of
also
any.
Will Fuller went to Miami and we thought it was going to be a big deal. He fucking got hurt his finger like week 2, and he's been on the IR since.
I think he's pulling AJ Green.
What the fuck is happening?
Who the fuck's going to throw him?
He's
the
probably
ball?
thinking, why did I sign a fucking deal here?
Because I live in Miami. That's why. And now he's got no.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to be a free agent. Just wait and see what Deshaun does and go there.
Will Fuller's going to Denver
with Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy and Noah Fant. Oh, please don't let that happen.
What if they draft the top running back in the draft?
Who?
The same next year.
Denver?
Whoever, yeah.
No, Denver has the rookie that they have, Javonte Williams from North Carolina.
Yeah, I guess
he's
you're right.
good.
I guess you're right, but I mean,
they still have Melvin Gordon, who's still doing decent.
What is their offensive line? I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Your
first
get
3
tackle.
picks.
Yep, get a tackle, then get the other tackle, and then
Probably
get the
a
other
center.
positions. Yes. Get you a Creed Humphrey.
That fucking team could flip real goddamn fast.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I don't know what to make of it. Dolphins beat the Jets, big deal, whoop-de-doo. Saints, Eagles.
This was the other gentleman's bet you lost. You
What
did
I bet?
pick the Saints against the Eagles.
Did I?
Because of your hatred for Jalen Hurts.
Oh, damn.
But
So we went 2 for 2 then. No gentleman's bets.
tit for tit.
Tit for tit.
They beat the fuck out of
Jalen
them.
Hurts. No, they did not beat the fuck. They're up by 11.
Don't care. That game was gross. And
Jalen Hurts didn't even look fucking good. All he could do is run the ball.
Yeah.
13 for 24, 140 yards passing. What?
I mean,
What do we mean to do with that? I can go down here and watch fucking Pea Ridge High School and see the same fucking
he's
numbers.
Lamar. No, Peter High School is bad this year. I watched
Okay,
those
I'll go
games.
down there and watch Shiloh Christian High School.
There you go. The
Go watch Prairie Grove. Go watch Gentry. Go watch Gravett. They're all better than Jalen Hurts.
Hurts, Lamar Jackson comparison is very strange.
Hurts my eyes when I watch him play. He's bad. He just runs. That's it. You're right. Very Lamar-esque.
No, I mean, like I saw the stats side by side, and it is eerily similar. Like we give Lamar Jackson shit because of just running the ball.
Well, that and he pulls himself out of the game for having to shit.
Right.
So
but
that's why
we acknowledge how good he is at running the ball, but like their stats are almost identical. It is shocking. And a lot of it's because the Eagles are never on TV because they stink.
Yes.
But
They did beat the Saints. No Kamara. Trevor Siemian.
And Kamara's out for Thanksgiving, and so is probably Mark Ingram. So that
Looks
game's
like
gonna
probably
be
Mark
fucking
Ingram.
terrible as well.
Yeah. And
What's that? Bills Saints Thanksgiving night?
Yeah.
That's gonna be gross.
And fucking Slant Boyd probably re-injured something again. Fuck, I don't know. The Saints are just in a bad spot.
That's it. That is gonna be a get right game for the fucking Bills on Thanksgiving. They're gonna slaughter them.
Probably so. I don't know. I mean, I probably should play the Bills defense this week.
Yeah, absolutely, you should.
Yeah. I was going to play the Dolphins because the Saints are.
Who do the Dolphins play this week?
I don't know, but the fucking Saints offense is like number 8 against defenses.
They paid Taysom Hill again.
They did.
We didn't talk
and
about
this time it was a lot. For real this time.
Well,
and they'll fluctuate the pay based on
what he keeps biting on these. I say he keeps biting on these contracts. He's getting paid a lot regardless.
Dolphins
to do
are playing
nothing.
Dolphins playing Carolina.
Well, I mean, it's a
take him out. Take him out. Carolina. Wait, Carolina. Oh, okay, yeah. McCaffrey's gonna kill me. Give me Bills defense. Okay, we're good.
What are we talking about?
We were talking about Saints game.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
It's
what
gone.
happened. I don't know. But the Saints lost the fucking Eagles, and I was not impressed.
Oh, Taysom Hill. We're talking about Taysom Hill.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that he keeps.
Do you have the numbers?
No, it was like 40.
I thought it was 40 million.
40 something million. If he plays quarterback, is 90 something million.
For how many years?
I don't know, but I think 4. But he keeps biting on these contracts, knowing that they're never going to fucking play him at quarterback.
Correct.
They will draft another quarterback before they put his fucking ass in there.
He also knows that if he could go, no other team wants him. So I'm going to take whatever money they give me.
Now they paid him $44 million to be a gadget guy, which is fucking absurd. And I'm not even saying like I am a strong advocate against gadget guys. He is the most effective, consistently effective gadget guy I've seen, but you don't pay him that much fucking money.
No.
I mean, I guess if you're a team that you're knowingly going into a rookie quarterback situation, you can spend whatever fucking money you want, but you could do it on a number of receivers. You need that. You don't need Taysom Hill.
Now, my other gentleman's bet. Washington Whistle Pigs beat the Panthers.
They did, and I could not be happier.
Yes. Heineke looked good. 208 and 3 tutties. Cam Newton looked all right. Very check downy. Some more, I know, but 21 for 27 for Cam Newton, 190 and 2 touchdowns. McCaffrey was decent. He was much better through the air. McCaffrey had 7 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown through the air. Only 10 rushes. That's weird.
Going to continue because it's going to make Cam Newton look better if he throws the ball.
We had a scary Terry sighting.
Yeah.
He had 103 and a touchdown.
I think Logan Thomas is back now.
They say he should be back this week. They also say Ryan Fitzpatrick should be back this week.
I don't know.
According to projections in fantasy, he looks like he's going to be the starting quarterback.
According to projections, it does. But if you read the latest news on both of them, nowhere in Heineke's description or Fitzpatrick's description does it give you any reason to believe that that's going to be the case. So I'm very fucking confused because I have Heineke right now starting because nothing about it says that Fitzpatrick's coming back.
If he throws one pick, it's Fitz time.
I will have to adjust.
Yes.
If the news comes out. But as of right now, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
That was a good win for the Whistle Pigs. Very good win. They're now 4-6, won a couple in a row.
They're going to have to win those type of games. Like the coin tosses, they're going to have to win all those.
Let's look at what the Whistle Pigs got coming up.
Well, their division is shit.
Whistle Pigs have the Seahawks at home this week.
Shit.
At the Raiders.
Yeah.
Home against the Cowboys.
Loss.
At the Eagles.
Shit.
At the Cowboys.
I also think the Eagles win that game. So they're going to go Cowboys loss, Eagles loss, Cowboys loss. 3 in a row.
And then you got the Eagles at home after that. And then at the Giants.
Ugh. Maybe win the last 2. I mean, they're not a good team. Like, what are we going to do?
Whistle Pigs?
Yeah, no, they're not.
They will probably be a couple games under 500 at the end of the year.
Yeah, which is, I think,
about. But they will compete with every game.
They will fuck up somebody's season. In that, if anybody is going to squeak into the playoffs, they could fuck it up. A 1 seed
or a top seed like the Cowboys will fuck around and lose the top seed because of that.
I
don't
think there's any chance the Whistle Pigs beat the Cowboys. But
I do.
It would be interesting. I root for chaos late in the season.
We may have some gentlemen's bets going.
Okay.
49ers and Jaguars. I don't know what to make of it.
The 49ers think they're hot now because they beat the Rams and now they beat the Jags 2 in a row. Who gives a fuck? They stink.
It's the Deebo Samuel show. They played him at running back more than anybody else. Jeff Wilson got a ton of carries because I played him in fantasy. He just fumbled and only got 50 yards on 20 carries.
With it.
50 yards on 20 carries. You are so terrible, I'm dropping your fucking ass. They put Deebo back there for 9 rushes. The dude gets 80 yards and a touchdown. He only had 1 catch in the game. Still finished with 17 for me.
He's good.
Sheesh. Jaguars suck.
Yes.
I was so wrong. I was so wrong about the Jaguars. I called that at the beginning of the season that the Jaguars are going to be good. I could not have been more wrong.
When I said, do you think Trevor Lawrence is going to turn that team around?
I said yes.
And you were wrong.
I was wrong. I called for 8-8. Sorry.
Yo, I forgot about that.
Yes, I did. But it would be 8-9 or 9-8 now with the weird week. But
well, the Lions could still go 8-8.
What do you mean?
Because they have a tie. As could we. It's fucking gross.
Bengals 32, Raiders 13. It was a Joe Mixon. It was a Joe Mixon game.
They righted the ship a little bit.
And the Raiders have shown them their hands again.
And here they go, straight off a fucking cliff. Middle of the season, Seahawks, Raiders.
Boy, it looks bad that you traded for Derek Carr.
Well, no, I didn't.
It has not panned out.
I took Derek Carr with
fucking bum.
With the thought, same reason I always took Blake Bortles. They're going to be down in a lot of games.
That's what I thought.
He can throw the deep ball. Has he? No. But
Burrow, nothing special. 150 and a touchdown. That was it. But Joe Mixon, 30 carries, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Tyler Boyd led the team in receiving, 6 for 50. It was the Joe Mixon show, and the Bengals defense stood the fuck up. And the Raiders suck.
As do the Seahawks.
As do the Seahawks.
Good God, they're bad.
How do the Cardinals keep winning?
They're they're bad because they're far superior to the Seahawks in this game. That's how they won that game.
Colt McCoy has to be the best backup in football.
He's very, I don't know, Chase Daniel-y. Like, he's going to come in and not lose the game. That's it.
Oh, yeah? Well, how's 35 for 44, 330 and 2 touchdowns now?
Oh, he did very good in that game, but the Seahawks are awful.
Zach Ertz, also Eagles, yikes. What the fuck are you doing?
That was a vendetta. That was not anything. That had nothing to do with his play. That was some sort of behind-the-scenes issues going on because we know Zach Ertz is good at football.
4 for 90 and 2 touchdowns.
He's been nothing but super effective since he got there.
Also, shout out to the fan in the back of the end zone that was right there at the floor level when Zach Ertz pulled that ball after he scored. He pulled the ball back because he was going to spike it up against the wall, and that fan was so scared. It was a Seahawks fan. He fucking spiked it at the wall and started walking towards the fans, flexing, and the fan was like, ducked under because he thought the ball was getting thrown at him.
Can you imagine?
And he just walked up fucking just flexing. And I was like, that's tough.
Spiked that fucking thing off his forehead, though.
He had glasses, too, so there probably would have been some advocates for the disabilities out here.
Like if it just slipped just a little bit and just right in the fucking forehead.
Zach Ertz hates kids. This now on CNN.
Oh, it'd been so bad.
Should we cancel Zach Ertz? Poll says yes. Fucking stupid. James Conner was decent. Mm-hmm. Not special, but he was decent. Russell Wilson.
What? What?
It turns out all the warm-ups that you do while people were recording you before
turns
games.
Out breaking huddles by yourself don't fucking help you, you dipshit.
He really broke the huddle by himself. Hey, on 3, ready, break. Oh, that does nothing. That does nothing. You fucking buffoon. You are so bad at football. Tyler Lockett is so good, and DK Metcalf is so good, and you have found a way to make them look pedestrian.
Don't make me defend Russell Wilson. He's not. He has so
looked
bad.
Horrible in the past 2 weeks.
He has looked so bad. And then, granted, he probably rushed that injury coming back.
Oh, he absolutely did.
And it was probably forced by the front office because they don't have a hope without it.
If that's the case, why would Russell Wilson come out and post what the doctor said, where it's the most miraculous comeback? I don't know.
Because
he's stronger finger in football.
He's go Hawks. That's his fucking bit.
There's no other strong finger in football other than Russell Wilson.
Because he's a doofus. This is my whole case against him. It has nothing to do with him playing football. It's that he's a fucking moron.
Hey, y'all. You heard what the doc says. You see my finger? Go Hawks.
Yeah, we see it. We see your play, and it both stink.
Also, Alex Collins stinks.
Re-injure the motherfucker. Okay?
Alex Collins stinks.
It's strange what's happening. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not.
It's strange what's happening.
I'm not gonna take any.
I have never seen somebody just stare at the turf when they get the ball and their hair go in all kinds of directions as he takes 9,000 steps. He just got to the line of scrimmage. Go anywhere. It's so funny. There'll be a wide open hole, and you'll just see 75 steps of him looking at the ground, and then he sees the hole. I don't like it over there. I'm going this way. What are you doing, Alex?
I don't know. Yeah. It's unfortunate.
I don't love to see it.
I mean, I do, but I don't. I don't for him. I do for the fucking Seahawks.
Now the Cardinals won 2 games without Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. What the fuck are we doing?
They're going to come back, and they're going to pick right back up, and they're going to fucking throttle people. I love it at the Seahawks.
Cliff Kingsbury's going to win Coach of the Year. At this rate, Bill Belichick might.
I mean, he could.
How the fuck are you leading your division with a roster so terrible?
I mean, had the Bengals not had their fucking hiccups, that would have been the lock.
Correct.
Cliff Kingsbury may go from, we got to fire him, to Coach of the Year, though.
Right. Him or Bill Belichick. I would love to see Bill Belichick.
Now, I will say it.
When's the last time we saw Bill Belichick win Coach of the Year?
I don't know. But if Cliff Kingsbury had significant say in the personnel, like, he deserves it. Some of his decisions I don't totally agree with, but if he had any influence, which I'm assuming he does, being a head coach you bring in out of fucking nowhere, you have to trust him. He has put together quite a fucking team.
Yes.
And he has used them to the best of their ability. He has not tried to implement his shit on them. This is what you're good at. This is what we're going to do. And it's working.
Chargers 41, Steelers 37, go off.
My God, dude. Speaking of fucking terror, like, I went to bed. With 4 minutes left.
Because you thought it was over.
No, because I knew it was over.
But you didn't think it would be like that.
I had a feeling there were going to be some fucking shenanigans that went on, only to be heartbroken. You know what happened because of that? I got great night's sleep because I was not furious after watching them take the lead and then immediately give it up. Nothing about that game.
So did you see the Mike Williams touchdown?
Oh, yeah. The next day when I was good and awake, so it didn't fucking matter. There's no difference.
I can see you sitting at work, too, just like seeing it for the first. All right, let me see what happened in fucking the game. I'll just pull it up. You're scrolling, you see it, you click it, you watch the touchdown, you just go.
Oh, no, I did it as soon as I woke up. I wasn't even out of bed. I looked at the score and I was like,
you would just not want to look until
I looked at the score and I was like, that's closer than I thought. And then I realized, we took the lead at one point. That's cool. With 2 minutes left. How the fuck did that happen? Cool. The thing is, like, if Arkansas fans watching the Ole Miss game, we have to go for 2 here because we have shown no signs of being able to stop them. It was no different in that Pittsburgh game. At no point, and granted, everybody that could have stopped anything was out. It was just Cam Hayward running his big ass up and down the field.
Mike Williams never gets that touchdown if Minkah Fitzpatrick is in the game.
No.
Ever.
And Justin Herbert doesn't have that much time if any of our other fucking pass rushers are in there. Now, I will say, the thing about Bud Dupree, TJ did not benefit necessarily from Bud Dupree. Bud Dupree benefited drastically from TJ Watt. Alex Highsmith appears to be good on his own.
Yes.
Because he was still getting his. But if our playmakers are in the game, that game is drastically different.
Correct.
Also, Najee Harris is the first rookie Steeler to have 1,000 yards for scrimmage, which is fucking crazy. You think about the running backs that they've had, and it's through 10 games.
Correct.
I did say Najee, Micah Parsons were my offensive and defensive rookie of the year. Could still happen.
It could. Jamar Chase has dropped off.
It should still happen.
It should be Najee.
But yeah, no, I mean, there's no fucking surprise. They blew it. That's what they do.
The Mike Williams touchdown.
They should have put Mason Rudolph in the game.
And what's crazy is the Steelers got the ball back with like close to 2 minutes, and I thought, could they really fucking do this? Oh my God. Ben went into fucking Ben fashion again. Mm-hmm. Took the ball, just stood there, thought he could juke a couple of people, sack. Now it's 2nd and 20. No timeouts. This motherfucker drops back here. Guess what happens again? Sacked. Because he keeps just standing there.
Just get the ball.
And then he fumbled it back to the 2.
Get the ball to Deontay Johnson. Get the ball to Naj. Get the ball to the Muth. Do you fuck what he did last game?
He had Tutty.
You have to fucking get your play. You have 3. And I'm not even counting Claypool because you've taken him out of the equation. He's a playmaker.
You are making Claypool suck.
You have fucked him royally, repeatedly. Dry. The
Mapletron is good.
You have a plethora of weapons at your disposal.
A cornucopia.
And you just refuse in key situations to get them the ball. You want to hang on to it? You want to wait for somebody to open? Here's the thing. Those guys don't have to be fucking open.
Throw them open.
You had a pass early in the game. I have no idea how you complete that pass to Deontay Johnson. He was not open. The throw was perfect. I know you didn't do it on purpose. Accidentally threaded the fucking needle, and he somehow, without seeing the ball, caught it. You have those situations in the game, same game, and you just want to hold out for a miracle. You don't fucking need one. Just get some goddamn yards. You got Boswell. Kick it. Get the fuck out of here. Same thing we should have done last week against the Lions. But instead, we have a tie and a loss. And I'm all the way in on Pickett. Give me Pickett.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't have a choice. I have to be. I have nothing.
I don't think you have a chance of getting him.
I have seen, probably not at this point. He'll probably go up to be the first fucking pick. But I've seen nothing but highlights, which makes me nervous because I don't see any of the bad because I don't watch any fucking Pitt games. But if we're not, my fear is that they go all in on this veteran quarterback thing. They put all their eggs in the Aaron Rodgers basket. For whatever reason, he stays in Green Bay, and they panic and take Teddy Bridgewater from the Broncos. That's the shit that would happen.
Oh, God.
Well, we already missed the draft. We missed out on the top target we had in free agency. Who can we get now?
Will Rogers might be pretty good. When he's only a sophomore right now from Mississippi State.
Yeah, the other dude that keeps coming up is that dude from Cincinnati. Whatever. Ritter.
Yeah.
Whatever. If you draft a fucking quarterback, you better be sure. Because they will fucking hold on for 3 years afterwards, no matter how bad he is.
Cue Mason Rudolph.
He's got to be gone after. I don't even want him as backup. Fuck him. Get him out of there.
Other game, Bucks 30, Giants 10. No one cares.
That was a gross game.
No one cares. We did go a little long on the NFL segment, but there were some fucking juicy matchups this week.
It did happen.
We had to.
I'm just going to put it in the middle of the transition music because I don't have a lot on it. The Cardinals signed Steven Matz. Left-handed pitcher. We got a left-handed starting pitcher.
Dakota's pumped about it.
I mean, it wasn't at the top of my list, but I did raise my eyebrow when I saw it, which is about as good a thing as I could ask for at this point. We got a new manager. We're making
That's more than the Royals have done, so
we'll see what happens.
Have you saw anything on the Royals front? Anything at all?
They stink.
That's good.
They're going to keep stinking for a little bit.
How long do you think?
Oh,
3 to 5?
yeah, at least.
God damn.
I mean, they won't be the Pirates. The Pirates will stink forever until they sell the fucking team. The Royals have seen glimpses of it, and they have good people on their team. They just can't fucking put it together. It's a long season.
Have we fired David Glass yet? Is he out? He sucks. He's terrible. He does nothing fun.
Cardinals, contrary to popular belief, the Cardinals front office is not great either.
Yeah, but they actually do shit. Like sign
They
people.
do it too late, though. Like
Goldschmidt wasn't too late.
Yeah. Like he has been, we talked about this at work too. The Cardinals have consistently taken bigger names that do slightly less impressive things after they get there. Like Arenado, even in the field, yeah, you're getting platinum glove status all the time.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah. Offensively, less productive. Goldschmidt, less productive now, albeit older. You got him slightly past his prime, and that's part of the problem that I fucking have.
We're gonna pretend he wasn't hitting kabangers there for a while.
No, we're not. But that's what I'm saying. Like at the time, like when Goldschmidt was in his prime in Arizona, he was hitting 45 a year, like fucking like nothing. And I get it. Like Arenado coming from Colorado, it's always the fucking thing. Like, oh, the air's thin up there. Their production's gonna fall off, and it didn't fall off drastically. Don't get me wrong. I am not knocking the Arenado trade whatsoever. My favorite thing I've seen happen since I've been a Cardinals fan. But it's like these rumors float with the Cardinals forever. And the Steven Matz thing was a rumor, and then it immediately happened. That's what was kind of surprising. But like Arenado was tied to the Cardinals for years. And then all of a sudden it's like, all right, well, now we'll get him. And it was fine, but like they dragged this shit on. It's like, all right, fine, you want him, we'll get him. It's like, yeah, we wanted him fucking 3 years ago.
Right.
Why didn't you pull the trigger then? It's a little early to get riled up about baseball, but some news happened with the Cardinals. This is rare, so a little excited. Precaps.
Let's go Thursday night, tomorrow, on Turkey Day, on Thanksgiving, a day of thanks. We get a decent game. Ole Miss at Mississippi State.
It's going to be good. Oh, Egg Bowl.
Mississippi State is 2-point favorites.
That is shocking.
Now, you want to know something real shocking because I dove deep into how that's even possible? Mm-hmm. Let me spit some numbers at you real quick. So they're hyping Matt Corral for the Heisman candidate, right? Hyping it up. Won't shut the fuck up about it, okay?
Oh, I know where you're going with it.
Oh, I'm going to go to it right now. Here. Let's click Ole Miss. Let's click on stats. Let's look at Matt Corral. 3,100 yards. Right? Sounds decent. Which, it's all right. Mm-hmm. 19 touchdowns. 3 picks. Okay. Then you go click on Mississippi State. You click stats. Holy fuck. How in the shit does Will Rogers have 4,113 yards, 34 touchdowns, and 8 picks? Almost double the touchdowns of Matt Corral and 1,000 more yards.
Yeah.
And Matt Corral's a Heisman candidate. Kill yourselves.
How many touchdowns KJ got?
It's a good question.
20.
Is it 20?
You know, how many picks he has 3. That's one more touchdown.
Now, the yards are probably considerably less.
No, he has. I'm pretty sure he has more yards than Matt Corral.
No, he doesn't have 3,000 yards.
Does he not?
Uh-uh.
What was I looking at earlier? Something I was looking at with KJ was astonishing.
He has 2,300 yards.
Okay. Either way, what do the rushing yards compare?
He has 500 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns.
He's still second on the team in rushing. KJ is, correct?
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
And it's by 60 yards.
Yeah, it's insane. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
But when you have Traylon Smith with 555, KJ with 500, Dominique Johnson 480, Rocket Sanders 480. Oh, I'm so fucking pissed. I see AJ Green's name and I'm so fucking pissed that they don't run him more. God, I'm so mad about that.
But the fact that you can have that many people with
500 fucking yards, yes,
is fucking crazy.
Yes. And the fact that Will Rogers has 1,000 more yards and almost double the touchdowns, and I didn't even know he had that, holy shit. Now, I guess you could say that's part of the air raid offense that Leach does.
Right.
But Will Rogers is a sophomore. And he's gonna finish with 4,400 yards.
Oh, he may finish with more than that. How many yards you got, you said?
4,120.
This is the last game. He may finish with 4,600.
Oh, like they count the bowl games too, huh?
Well, no, I'm talking about in this game. Like they could have
he could have 300-400 yards.
500 fucking yards in this. Like this game is going to be bananas. Should be.
Who you got?
I'm gonna take Ole Miss. I don't feel great about it.
Gentleman's bet.
All right.
Because I got Mississippi State. One, because I have grown to hate Lane Kiffin.
Oh.
Two, because I've grown to hate Matt Corral.
I don't hate Lane Kiffin. I hate all
him.
things Ole Miss. And I hope you're right.
I hate him,
I would love
the team,
to see
the town, the people, all of them. Not the people. Not the people who listen, of course.
I'd love to see them finish outside the top 10. That would be great.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Why they're 9, I'm never going to fucking know. I'll take Mississippi State.
Arkansas, speaking of record and ranking, Arkansas is also the only 4-loss team in the rankings. Because 3 of our losses have come in the top 10.
Yeah, they're all quality.
But
the only one that just makes me, I don't understand how it happened, Auburn. I don't understand how we got fucking thumped like that.
It's the fucking the referees again. It was just impossibly fucking bad.
Yeah, it was bad. I'll take Mississippi State. $48.
Oh, it's gonna be a high scoring game.
Ole Miss 37. 48-37 Mississippi State. Nope. 48-41 Mississippi State.
All right. I would be all for that. That will be the best football game played tomorrow.
It will be
all the
points
NFL
aplenty.
games will be shit.
Yeah, it'll be points aplenty. All right. Then we go to Friday. The Friday 11 a.m. game is Boise State at San Diego State. Don't care.
Don't either.
I haven't watched either one of them. Don't care about them. Friday at 12:30, Iowa at Nebraska. Grow up.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, Nebraska's 1-point favorites.
They're 3-8.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
I did see Iowa matched up against Arkansas in a bowl game prediction.
Fuck that. Get it out of here. I am all about Wisconsin. I want Wisconsin. O'Connell, I want not your ass,
Yeah.
but I want your spirit. I want it. I want Arkansas to crush it out of your fucking body. O'Connell, I love you, buddy.
There are, now I'm not saying we could get got in a bowl game, but of the teams that match up, like, that you could come up with, I have not seen one yet that I would not go into thinking we're going to win.
I want Penn State too.
I want Penn State as well.
They also made a 10-year contract with Franklin.
I want Clemson.
They signed a 10-year contract.
Yeah, that's insane. That's stupid and insane, dumb, whatever.
Just last year, they talking about how they wanted to fire him. Here's a 10-year deal.
Yeah. I want Clemson only because if you just said last year Arkansas was going to beat Clemson in a bowl game, it would be fucking bananas.
I don't want Clemson. They'd have it. No. No. They have sucky losses. No.
Yeah, that's my point. Throttle Clemson in a bowl game. That'd be crazy.
We got a Friday at 2:30.
Oh, we do. We'll be in the house.
We got Piggies, Tigers. Friday, 2:30.
That should be a night game.
Arkansas's 14.5-point favorites.
And they're going to cover.
That half worries me.
Now,
it is on CBS because it will be fantastic. Now, you go to look at Missouri. You click on them. They beat Florida last week. Who cares?
So is everybody else lately.
They beat South Carolina the week before. Pretty impressive because South Carolina was hot for those 3 weeks.
They fired their coach. Did we talk about that on this show? Dan Mullen?
Oh, no, I don't think we have.
Yeah,
no.
he's fucking gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Who cares?
This is also Orgeron's last game at LSU. Kind of crazy.
It is crazy.
We called it early, but it's kind of crazy still.
They beat Florida. They beat South Carolina. Now they get Arkansas. Now,
what if Lane Kiffin goes to LSU?
Now, they keep talking about that rumor. I don't think it's going to happen.
Because he's a known ship jumper.
Well, not only that, but it's clear how much he likes Matt Corral's dick. So Matt Corral's gone after this year, and he's not going to know which dick he wants more. I mean, he can't follow Corral to the NFL. That won't work.
What if he does?
That won't work.
No. They just have to feel. So what if they fire Nagy, hire Lane Kiffin, they draft Matt Corral? We're back.
God, he would get all the dick he wanted. Arkansas is going to win easily.
Dinkowitz
shouldn't have talked that shit.
He came out the other day. Remember who asked him or what the context was, which usually matters, but in this case it does not. He said, "Oh yeah, no, Sam Pittman's got my vote for SEC Coach of the Year. He deserves it." Fuck off, loser! It's too late.
We remember what you said. We remember.
Late. This is the first time They haven't beat us in how many? This is the first time that Arkansas has played anywhere near their capabilities, and you're going to get fucking throttled.
Yeah, we're going to beat your fucking dick in. I'll beat your dick off both hands. What's up? Yeah, I got something for you.
Well, just a second ago, you was worried about that half point. Now you're saying we're going to beat the shit out of them.
Well, I think 14 points is a shit kick.
I don't know. I want a Texas ass whooping.
It's possible.
At no point in that game do I have to be concerned whatsoever.
It's funny because Missouri players really think they have a chance.
Oh, I know. And they do not.
No, they do not. Arkansas will
now,
find.
Treylon Burks better fucking be fine.
I hope so.
Pittman said he thinks he'll be okay. He said that before, and he didn't play. So we'll see what happens. If he plays,
his next to last game as a Razorback. He's going to play.
Fucking torched.
He's going to get so much money.
You think about what Treylon Burks just did to Alabama's defensive backs. He is going to
kill them.
Fuck up Missouri's secondary.
Correct. Arkansas.
Your number better start with a 4. I'm talking ass whooping.
Arkansas 38.
Oh, it's close enough. No, it's not. I don't want 40s.
Missouri 17.
Missouri 13. Fuck them.
I'm not worried about the half point anymore. 38-17. Give that to me. Now let's go to the best game of the day. Ohio State, Michigan.
Ohio State's thumping their ass.
I think Ohio State slaughters them. I think Ohio State rips their innards out and exposes Michigan for what they are. Phonies. Harbaugh, I don't care how much dip you put in your lip. Your nerves are going to be dead. I think it's literally going to be like what Ohio State did last week to Michigan State.
That's Saturday game.
Oh, shit, not Friday. I'm moving to Saturday. Yeah, I'm off the Friday. That's all Friday.
You get it.
We're talking Saturday, the main slate. And it's Ohio State, it's Michigan, it's game day, it's 11 a.m., it's wake up, make your coffee, eat your breakfast, get ready to make lunch, but not really, because it's 11. Turn the fucking TV on. Oh, my. You get to start your fucking day with Ohio State and Michigan. That is fantastic. I wish it was in the horseshoe.
I get comparing, well, this person did this to this team, and then this team did this to them. It doesn't always work.
That's the rules of ipso facto.
Michigan State,
we do operate on those rules.
Michigan State, we've said all year, is a better team than Michigan.
I was wrong. I was wrong. Michigan's better than them.
No, they're not.
Yes.
And Ohio State beat the fucking brakes off Michigan State.
Yes, they got a sad touchdown.
Now they had a glaring weakness that nobody has exposed all year, and Ohio State just decided to do it all at once. Yes. But Ohio State throttles Michigan. 21-point win. It's gonna be bad. Mm-hmm. That's my prediction. I don't know what the score is. They win by 21.
And Ohio State has all of a sudden rounded it into the form that I thought they would much earlier. It just took longer than I thought it would. They have rounded right on into fucking form. I don't even know who their coach is. Do you know his name?
What?
Ohio State
Day?
Oh, I didn't even know his name.
It was the big ordeal with him and Urban when that falling out. Like he was covering for it was a big to do. That's the only reason I know his name.
And Stroud has been lighting motherfuckers up lately.
Yeah.
Let's go over here and take a little gander over here. Pop over to CJ Stroud.
Alabama Auburn's playing this weekend.
Last week against Michigan State, 32 for 35, 432 yards, 6 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Before that, Purdue, 59-31 game, 31 for 38, 360, 5 touchdowns.
Does he break the Ohio State into the NFL issue?
Possibly.
I really thought Dewey was going to do that too.
Before that, Nebraska, 26-17, 38 for 54, 400 yards, 2 touchdowns. Penn State, 33-24 win, 22 for 34, 305 yards and a touchdown. 54-7, Indiana before that, 266 and 4 touchdowns. I think they're going to crush them. Slaughter Michigan.
And he's going to win the Heisman.
He is. Stroud is. He only has 3,500 yards, but
I don't know how.
That's more than the golden boy over there with the perfect penis everyone loves.
I don't know how he only has that many yards. It seems like you should have 7,000 yards.
Yes. Well, the first few weeks were rough.
Yeah.
Ohio State's going to kill him. We move on.
Alabama Auburn.
Slaughter.
I so wish Bo Nix was playing in this game. With the way that Alabama's been playing and the way Auburn was playing with Bo Nix, that would have been a fucking game.
Yeah, Alabama's going to crush them.
Probably.
What's the spread here? 19.5?
They cover. Yeah. Penn State, Michigan State.
That's the only really other good game.
Penn State's favored by 1. It's a fucking coin toss. I'm gonna go Michigan State.
I would too.
Texas A&M, LSU. You think LSU pulls it out last game for Orgeron?
No.
I don't either.
Texas A&M.
No.
What's the spread? 6.5. They cover.
You know what? I'll take LSU. Give me LSU.
Whoa.
Just for Orgeron. Gentleman's bet.
No, I forgot. the second place game of this whole weekend. Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Give me all of that shit. It will be a great game, though. And I want Oklahoma State. I also want the cover.
And I think they cover as
yes.
well. Other than that, there's a bunch of
shit.
Not great. But that's all you need.
That's all you
what
fucking
do you
need.
want? You get your belly full. You watch some good football. You watch bad football because it's going to happen.
Football is football. We remember when we didn't get to have football. We remember when we get to have football with no crowds.
Since we missed it, we're not going to dive into it too deep. We're going to pick winners for the 3 Thanksgiving games. Bears, Lions.
Lions
Give
get
me
the
the
first
Lions.
win. Lions get the first win. Lions fan rejoice.
Raiders,
Beck, rejoice.
Raiders, Cowboys. Cowboys.
Give me Cowboys.
Bills, Saints with no Kamara, no
Grow
Mark
up.
Ingram. Give me Bills. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.